I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Near the entrance. Has a shotgun. White male, 30s, long hair.
Mama don't like tattletales.
Wearing sunglasses.
Hello everybody and welcome to Master Tape Theater. We are the world's first and only video podcast dedicated to the history and preservation of live audience concert recordings. And I am your host, the one-man crime spree, the world champion of videos and the man that's causing all of this, Roy God Damm. And I am joined by my esteemed colleague. He is the Duke of Danzig, the Alpha Romeo, Eric, the ladies fight for his delight, Lawton. How you doing this week, dude?
Doing all right, man. I was watching that Sabbath King you filmed the other night. It was pretty good.
Yeah, man, that was actually in Portland, 1999, dude.
I saw him on that tour. That was my second time seeing Sabbath. And I saw him here at the San Bernardino one. It was just, it was fucking gigantic. It's like the biggest one of the tour. It was the Ozfest tour, and it was a great night for sure, man.
Yeah, really cool. We actually filmed Pantera that night as well. Originally, that was supposed to be a 2-camera mix. With me and my shooting partner, Tom, who I've talked about a few times here on the show. But Tom ran into some security issues, so it turned out that we only had one angle for that. He was supposed to be the back angle, and I was going to do the lead angle. So luckily, it's still watchable, and it's still a really cool piece of video, man. But I'm
still digging that old one that you dug up, that Dio one, man.
Yeah, London 1981, I believe, from Hammersmith Odeon with Dio.
It's got Sweet Leaf on it. There's another song off of Heaven and Hell on it that's just fucking amazing, man. I mean, the quality's not the greatest, but that's the only footage I've ever seen of that for years, people have been looking for shit like that, and I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, that one I put it up. I mean, that really is one of those ones that it's about the historical significance of what we offer. And I mean, it's just a glimpse, man. It's like, hey, at least you can see moving pictures of it, man. But that was something I wanted to talk about here today. Master Tape Theater, Master Tape Network, we're going to be going in a lot of different directions. And I don't want that to scare everybody. We are always going to be based about live audience recording and bootlegs. I'm going to have lots of guests in the future about that. But this podcast is more than that, man. And I want it to be more than that. In order for this to really survive and have wings, dude, we're going to have to talk about pop culture, which we've been doing, man. I mean, we've been, slowly letting everybody know. We talked about Doyle a couple of weeks ago and his meet and greet fiasco. We talked about the Kiss lip sync thing. We talked about Michael Brandvold and Three Sides of My Butthole and all of those guys over there on the other podcast. And that's what led us to Podcast Wars last week. And, we're taking the show in a lot of different directions, man. And it's just one thing you can be rest assured on is that we'll always be entertaining. And that sort of leads me to where I'm at with this show, man. We're here on episode number 19. And on the show this week, our special guest is Dr. Fuckface. also known as Ralph Viera of Almosthuman56 on YouTube. As you may know, last week we talked about it on Podcast Wars, and I actually put up an additional clip from last week's show to explain to everybody that, we had a little bit of a problem. Our producer, Mike Lockhart, was out promoting for the show, and Dr. Fuckface and him kind of got into it on Dr. Fuckface's Almost Human group on Facebook. And that's what led us to where we're at here today.
I've been kicked out of that group, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, he kicks out anybody who opposes him. That's his style, man. But, literally this week, I had to spend most of the week chasing the guy down. So in order to get him on the show, he wasn't just going to come on willingly. Like, that would be too easy. I could have set this up. It could have been, it was a totally civil conversation. But before I finally got him to talk to me and everything, he was demanding that he and Mike Lockhart, our show producer, get together for a Skype. Now, at first, we thought, this guy is going to, show our producer, Mike Lockhart, his balls or, try to do some gay sex shit. We didn't know what the fuck was going on, but we didn't want any part of that. So I'm like, no, we will not have our producer Skype you. But this guy would not budge. It was Skype or nothing, man. So that's what we did. And at first, he was supposed to meet with Mike Lockhart. I want to let everybody know the full story. He was supposed to meet with Mike Lockhart on Skype on Saturday morning at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mike is actually in the Texas area at this point in his life. I don't want to give away his exact location because Dr. Fuckface is stalking all of us at this point. But so anyway, they were supposed to meet. And I get up, and wouldn't you know it, on Saturday, Dr. Fuckface can't make the meeting. So, things kind of deteriorate at that point, and we think we're not going to have anything. And I actually told him, I said, here's the deal. I'm on Mike Lockhart. He wants to face you in a rap battle. And, it's totally absurd. I know, man. But our producer, Mike Lockhart, can really bust out some serious rhymes. The guy's got some skills, man. And we actually will have one of the rhymes from Mike Lockhart that he wrote about Dr. Fuckface here on the show today. And I want everybody to check it out. It's fucking hysterical. But so we challenge him to a rap battle. And at first he's all word, I want it. Let's go. I'll write a rap, So again, he no-shows on Saturday for the rap battle. So, we're all let down, wins out of ourselves. Me and Eric go to record the show for the week. And I decided that what we would try to do is I would try to get him to talk to me on Facebook live on the show because he would not take a link to the show. I tried sending him a link to join the meeting and be on the show just through Zoom, which is the program that we use to record all of our our video from remote locations. Like, that's how me and Eric do our thing. He's on Zoom and I'm on my actual camera here. But so anyway, man, he wouldn't be on the show. And we're at a stalemate. He's not going to be on the show. And then all of a sudden we have a breakthrough because I know that you and him started getting into it like on Saturday night. And I had posted a video, which we have up on the network now, by a rap artist by the name of Little White. He was on Hypnotized Minds, which was 3-6 Mafia's label out of Memphis. And he was, really cool underground rap song. And I tagged Ralph in it, okay? So Ralph comes on to my personal Facebook page, and we proceed to go at it for, I shit you not, like 4 hours online. It was over 400 comments deep, and he was trying to get me to bet him over and over. He was like, I want to make $1,000 bet that, for the sick kids. Don't you like sick kids and everything? And I'm like, dude, look.
Bet me.
Yeah, I know. He kept saying, bet me, So I'm just like, look, dude, we will go over all of this tomorrow, because at this point, he had agreed to meet with me. He said, I don't want to meet with Mike Lockhart. I want you, motherfucker. Like, he was super mad, dude. He was on my page going crazy. And, so at any rate, we go back and forth all night. He wanted, literally at one point, he's demanding that I get on Skype with him on the spot. You know, he didn't even want to wait till the next day. But I kept telling him, we have a challenge in mind, which I told everybody last week. And you guys are going to see on the interview, he totally, keeps trying to say that we didn't have a challenge. But I've had this challenge in mind the whole time. And everybody's going to see. I make the challenge to Ralph here in the interview. But the breakthrough came when you were talking to him on Facebook, man. So tell me a little bit about what happened with you and Ralph, man, because I want everybody to know that through his entire interview, he keeps saying he's not a keyboard warrior. But believe me when I say online, he is a completely different person than he is when we sat down to talk. I mean, when we talked, it was a civil conversation between two people until we got towards the end. Then things got a lot more heated. I mean, believe me, if you guys watch this, it's worth the watch. It's hilarious and funny. We keep challenging him to the rap battle, and then I make him a final challenge, and he doesn't accept. But I don't want to give away any more, man. So what happened with you and Mike online on Facebook on Saturday night, man?
I've known Ralph for a while on Facebook and even before Facebook. He's been around like the Sabbath groups I was in, stuff like that. I've been in this friend on Facebook for I don't know how long, but I'm not really particularly close to the guy or anything. And we were talking in the IM right as things started going south with you and him just a little bit, and I was keeping it fairly civil at the time. But I IM'd him again Saturday, or what was it, Friday night, and he started getting really snappy with me real fucking quick and shit, man. Like, calling me like,
hold on. I hate to give it away, but he was calling you Erica, which is...
He was calling me Erica, which is amazing. I mean, people haven't called me that since like the 3rd grade or something like that. I haven't been insulted in such a primitive level in so long, especially by a guy his age. But I mean, he was doing it repeatedly, like he was kicking my ass doing it, and he was obsessed with betting. Like, everything's a bet. Like, I'm like, dude, you look like a little midget in your fucking pictures. He's talking about my big melon head, and I'm talking, well, you don't look like a very big guy, Ralph. I think I could kick your fucking ass. And he's like, I'm sitting there, you're 5'6", talking to him like, I was saying, you're 5'6" tall, Ralph. I mean, come on. He's like, I'm 5'11". Bet me. I'm 5'6".
Everything was a bet.
Like, he wouldn't. Everything that he talked about was a bet the whole time. It was, I mean, that, and repeatedly, he started with fucking mom jokes, like going on with the mom jokes. Your mom did that. Like, I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, from the get-go, I think what's up is old man Ralph is intimidated by, the show and someone else like making fun of Kiss. Don't be scared.
I don't know what the fuck he's intimidated by.
I'm telling Dr. Fuckface, man, don't be scared. We're not going to try to take over your gig. You can still make fun of Paul Stanley and Scab Kiss, even though we know you're really a fan at heart and all of that shit. But anyway, man,
he has admittedly liked Monster, by the way.
Yeah, well, anyway, man, let's get to it, dude. This is me and Ralph, aka Dr. Fuckface, having our sit-down meeting from this week. Let's get to it.
I ain't doing that video.
Oh, really? You're not doing a video? It's just going to be an audio call? All right, well, it seems like a pussy move. But anyway, let's get to this. Very first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we establish some kind of rules. Otherwise, we're not going to get anywhere today talking, because I don't want to have to talk over you, and I don't want you to have to talk over me. So from the get-go, I just want to make sure that we know that there are some rules. I'm going to let you complete whatever you want to say, and you have to let me complete whatever I want to say. Are we agreeing on that?
Actually, I was going to say the same exact thing, because talking over each other ain't going to work. And absolutely. I will not say a word. I'll let you finish everything you want to say, and I expect the same thing.
You got it. All right, man, cool. Well, we're on the same page with that, but let's just get to the bottom of a couple of things right here, right now, Ralph. So basically, my entire thing with you is simple. My guy, Mike Lockhart, our producer, was out on Facebook and he was doing some promotion. And he was promoting on your page, and he promoted the 3 sides of the coin challenge. And when you saw the video, you had said something to the effect of, I don't have it right in front of me right now, but I believe you said, that it was the most childish thing you had ever seen, and you would never tell anybody to what to do. And then you guys proceeded to go from there, and then you guys went into private messages. But here's the thing. I have a big problem with keyboard warriors. And that was one of the very first things that come out of your mouth. And after I found out, a little bit more about you, I looked into your channel and everything. I started to find out that you're pretty much a hypocrite. You've had a beef with 3 sides of the coin for many years, and I have a huge back history with Michael Brambold way before 3 sides of the coin, so some of that does come into play here, and you may not have been aware of that, okay? But here's the thing. Michael Brambold and I have known each other for over 15 years, and he's a piece of trash. He knows it, I know it, you went after him. But here's the thing, when you saw that video, I believe that you were intimidated by the fact that somebody was beating somebody up better than you basically went on to elevate the situation, and you were the one that threw out keyboard warrior. Then, when Mike decided to handle you, which is what he does, he's one of my people who I know can talk for me. And at any rate, man, you guys went round and round, and, he got rude with you, then you got rude with him, and you were the one that said keyboard warrior. And then last night, you and I went back and forth, and, dude, here's the thing. I could run you into the ground for the rest of your days. Or you hold on, and I could do it. Hold on, and I could let me finish. You said, let me finish. You said that we'd be able to finish. Here we go. So I could run you into the ground forever, and you could run me into the ground forever. I could do it on my show, and you could do it on your show. But I'm just going to cut to the chase right here, right now. I have come up with a real world solution. Now, this is a throwback to the old days of, talk radio, guys like Howard Stern, Bubba the Love Sponge, Mancow. I'm sure you know who those people are. And they used to have beefs on their shows, and sometimes they would settle those differences in very unique ways. So I have come up with a solution, and I know that there's an event called Rockin' Pod. Rockin' Pod is coming up, I believe, in August. It's run by a friend of yours named Chris. I wasn't really even that aware of that. I know it's a very small event, but let me get to the point here. You went at it with Eric, and it was keyboard warrior this, and a lot of dirty talk back and forth, and I won't bother people with all of that here today. But so here's what I'm thinking. I think you're a fake and a phony, and I think that you're a hypocrite and you don't live by your word. I also think that your channel is trash. I think that the content that you produce is garbage. Your opinion of what you thought of Kiss, that documentary thing, anyway, let's not get into that. Here's what we can do. Let's cut to the chase. At Rockin' Pod, I'm offering you an opportunity to finally, for the first time in your whole life, Dr. Fuckface, you can be a winner. I want you to face Eric in a one-on-one boxing match with rules. It will be completely legal. I will pay for all of the expenses, the ring. It will be a completely legal fight, okay? But here's the thing. If you lose this boxing match with Eric, and he's not a young guy. He's a big dude. He's got health issues. Yeah, I know you're 54 years old, so don't start making up excuses now. This will be a legal boxing match, not a street fight. 3 rounds. If you can beat Eric, I will permanently close down Master Tape Network and leave social media forever. If you lose the fight, you have to close down your channel and you have to leave social media forever. This is a real world solution. So what's it going to be? I know you said that yesterday over and over on that thread, I only bet on sure things. Well, that is code for I'm a big fucking pussy. Okay, so if you want to man up, if you want to really be a winner, and this way there's no keyboard warrior shit, no back and forth nonsense. It's a winner and a loser. The loser leaves the internet for the rest of his life. Are you up to the challenge?
No.
That's a bet. And I'll throw in $1,000 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I will do it in your name. But if you lose, not only do you lose and leave the internet forever, you pay $1,000. So what's it going to be? Do you want to settle this, or are you just a keyboard warrior, because in my estimation, you are nothing more than a keyboard warrior. Now's your chance. Rockin' Pod, real life event. I'll pay for every bit of it, every single bit of the legal shit. You show up, we'll be there. I'll pay for it.
My answer is no.
Figures.
And wait, let me finish, okay? Mm-hmm. Just to go with your little keyboard warrior about me. Never did I ever claim that I was going to beat anybody up. Never did I ever claim I was going to destroy anybody. Never did I claim to be a tough guy. I never claimed to be a fighter. I never claimed to be any of that. I'm not this chest-beating dude on the internet that ever insults anybody. Now, let me answer a couple things. First of all, the keyboard warrior thing. Show me one thing where I threatened to hurt anybody. No, not me. Also, 3 sides. Let's go into this. 3 sides. I never had a. Hey, listen. I let you talk, dude.
You got it. Go for it.
Let me finish.
You got it. Go ahead.
You're dead wrong on 3 sides as well. I had a problem with 3 sides because they brought up about my opinion on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I think that it sucked and this and that. They brought it up first. And Michael said a couple things. To tell you the truth, dude, it's so under my radar and I really don't give a fuck that I it's all there. You go see it yourself. But I replied to it. When I replied to it, his reply to me was my lighting was horrible. And, kind of like you, everything has to be technically perfect. Well, I mean, my shit.
Well, I admit, that's pretty fucking funny. That's pretty funny.
You don't let me talk. You don't let me talk.
No, I was agreeing with you, for fuck's sake. I'm telling you, it's hilarious for Michael Brandvold to attack your fucking production when they literally can't even get syncs on their videos with their goddamn mouths are moving at the same. But I'm sorry, but continue. I was actually agreeing with you on that.
Okay. So my point is after that, after the little lighting issue, I made another video saying, let me on. Let's like what I'm doing with you right now. Mm-hmm. Let me on. I'm not going to back out from anybody, from you or anybody. But when it comes to fighting, I'm sorry, dude. Call me a pussy. Call me what you want. But never did I ever claim I can beat up anybody. Never did I ever claim I can hurt anybody. And plus, I mean, God, dude. I mean, it's funny how you ask him to fight me and you not to fight me. I find that kind of odd. But anyway, my point is the 3 sides thing happened. I don't know what, 4. I can't tell you how many years, but it's been years, maybe 4, 5, 3 years. And after they did not accept my challenge or even acknowledge me ever again, I let it go. That's the way I am. And that's what I expect from you, Roy. I expect after this is all done, let it go. You can talk all about me all you want, but don't expect me to do the same, dude. I'm not going to do the same. I'm not into this internet podcast war. You're the one that started this. You're the one that made already how many episodes about me?
I haven't done any episodes about you. I did 8 minutes on you. I have produced 27 hours of content, and I have talked about Dr. Fuckface for about 8 to 12 minutes.
Okay, all right, fair enough. You actually talked about me. I've never talked about you on anything I've ever done, ever. And to tell you the truth, I am disappointing a lot of people right now speaking with you because everybody told me not to. But you know what, Roy? Here's something about me. I'm very honest. I am a flawed individual. I got a lot of flaws. You bring up anything about me, and if it's true, I'll admit it. I have nothing to hide because you know what? I'm human. I don't consider myself a perfect person. I just have an opinion. My opinion was, and let me tell you something. I guess you say you have what I replied to on the initial 3 sides challenge. I don't think I was that rude about it. I just said, I even remember saying something to the effect of, hey man, if you want to do what this guy says, go knock yourself out. But I made a video and I'll expose it right now. Because all I see is people bitching about 3 sides. 3 sides this, 3 sides that, 3 sides this. I made a video. It's called Read Between the Lines on the Almost Human page. I don't mention 3 sides, but I do allude to, man, if you guys are so bothered by this certain podcast, stop listening. Don't listen no more. It'll be better. You won't be bothered anymore. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just suggesting, hey, I think you guys should, just let it go. Hey, I personally look, and we'll talk about three sides. And I'll say this: I don't never talk about three sides, but for you, Roy, because you're so sexy, I'll do it. When they said after that little war with me, and I never really listened to three sides to tell you the truth, I was sent a link saying, hey, they're talking about you. I have heard, I believe the episode where they had Peter Criss's roadie play drums for him in Atlanta. That episode I remember vividly listening to. But when they brought me up, and then after that, it was really soon after that, they had an episode called Eric Carr Was Just a Drummer. And when I saw that, I thought, and I didn't even listen to the episode, I saw the title. I said, I know what this guy's doing. He's fishing. He's fishing for people to get pissed off. And it worked. It worked on you. It works on so many people. People get triggered so easily because as much as you guys hate it, you can't stop listening. You just can't stay away.
I think that there's a definite hold on. Can I just throw something? Can I throw something?
Yeah, you can after I'm done. You can.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. You, by making a video that take the three sides challenge, and you even went into detail because that's the only thing I saw from you. I watched it. I did watch it. You brought up you were doing research. By the way, Mike said the same thing. Mike's been on my page I don't know how long. And I said, well, why were you on my page? He goes, I was doing research. Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I'm sure. And then you were saying, well, they don't even like their fans. Look, I'm not a fan of three sides, but you know what? I agree with him. You know what? I do shit for me. I don't do shit for fans. If you do shit for fans, you're second guessing yourself. You're not being yourself. You got to be yourself. And if like Lemmy said, put it up the flagpole and see who salutes. That's how I do my stuff. I never go on YouTube and start pointing fingers at people, bashing certain people, this and that. I never said a word about you, Roy, but you chose this, as you said, war with me because you're the one that initiated this war only because I said, hey, man, what? You need somebody to hold your hand? And by the way, Mike's reply to that was, well, people are stupid. People need somebody like Roy to wake them up. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. The entire planet is full of stupid people. If you don't see that, you might need to get some glasses.
Okay, so then you just proved my point. By you slamming three sides for talking about themselves and they're only doing it for themselves, you just called your fans stupid because you just said the people that listen to you, they're stupid. No, you can't go back.
No. I didn't necessarily. No, you're putting words on my. No, you're twisting what I just said and misconstruing it and making it say something that I did not just say. That was a general blanket statement about the population of humanity, not directly about my viewers. So you can't twist it into that. End of story.
But that's who saw it. But that's who saw it. Your viewers, correct?
I'm sorry?
Your viewers are the ones that saw it, right?
Look, man, in case you're completely unable to see the obvious, this was me trolling and or fucking with Michael Brandvold, a guy who I had a very long history with. Attacking his numbers was just the only thing that Mike is going to understand is attacking his numbers. And you said nobody watched it or this and that. Look, dude, it was a low-level funny troll thing for me to shove my finger into Michael Brandvold's butthole just a little bit further so he'd remember that Roy Damm is a motherfucker who hates him and you don't know our full history. So, you're making blatant statements. Another thing I think you need to understand is I don't watch Three Sides of the Coin and I'm not a Kiss fan. And I'm not, I had to watch their show because multiple fans of ours were coming to me saying that they had went on their show swearing that Paul Stanley wasn't lip syncing. So that was topical. And I do speak on Kiss, but my show is in no way about Kiss. I have a huge history with Kiss that you may not be aware of, or you may or may not be aware of. But that's the thing, man. I'm not a Kiss fan. I don't watch Three Sides of the Coin. I'm a dude who does a podcast just like you. And I call it like I see it. And when I see a guy like you who has a channel who has basically made his entire internet celebrity off of bashing a band that he claims to love, you try to play the line. You're a line writer. I get it, dude. I see what you're doing. But the bottom line is simple. Your entire celebrity is based on bashing scab Kiss fans. And when you had the opportunity to be in on the joke, you thought it wasn't a good joke anymore. So I just think that that's a hypocritical thing to do. And that's where we're at. Now, as far as you and Michael Lockhart getting into it, you most definitely amped up and started pounding your chest. Your exact words were, I'll admit it, you've got me pissed. And Mike was constantly trying to diffuse, constantly trying to bring you down because he knows how you operate. On your Facebook pages, you kick people out, and then in my estimation, you go back in, and then you crow about how they're a pussy. And so, dude, that's a keyboard warrior. And maybe you didn't say that you're a boxer, but here's the thing. I offered you a real-world solution where we could actually meet face-to-face and settle it. Now, on here today, you're being very diplomatic and very nice, and so am I. But online, it's a bit of a different thing. You're very cocky, you're beating your chest, I'll fuck you up, I want this, I want that, let's go. But then when the opportunity is presented to you to settle it, you say, no, I'm not a fighter, and you want to walk away. So I knew it would go like this. I knew that you would say no. I wish that I could dumb it down to something that, was a little bit easier for you to handle, but I know you only bet on sure things. You told me that a lot of times, and I can tell that you're sure that a boxing match between you and Eric is not going to be a sure thing, man. So, that's where we're at here.
It's not. He might really damage me. I'm not lying. Look, I told you, I'm honest as hell, man. I'm not. Look, wait, man, dude. I just let you talk. Let me reply to the Kiss bashing. Here's a problem that not only you, Roy, but so many people have with me because they don't bother to look at my videos. I did a review of every single Kiss album, every single one. My love for Kiss, for the most part, is incredible. I even made pro Paul Stanley videos. I go out of my way to say what I love about Kiss, but no, when I come out and talk about the lip syncing, the hypocrisy of Paul Stanley, the lies and all that, everybody just sees that. They don't see everything else, including you. Now, you also said that I said, I'll fuck you up. I would challenge you right now. Show me where I said that.
Actually, you deleted. I will tell you this. I have every single screen cap from your, hold on. Let me fucking finish. I have every screen cap of your private conversations with Mike Lockhart. I have every screen cap of your private conversations with Eric. I have all of the stuff that you've said on my page and maybe a few of the other things. But the one thing I don't have, unfortunately, was the thread that you deleted on your Facebook page between you and Mike Lockhart, and you said a lot of shit on that I actually cannot go back and give you an exact quote, and I do not have it. So unfortunately, that is lost to the digital world, the digital trash. We're screwed. We don't have that fucking, but I'm telling you that I can tell you that your posturing and your verbal attacks are very much come and get it, let's go, I'll fucking take you down. You think you're going to take me down? I live for this shit. I believe you said, I'm batshit crazy. I live for this shit. And that right then and there, that's when I knew I had you on the ropes, honestly. Because I can tell you that you can't handle this. I mean, you've done a fairly solid job of debating back and forth. And I commend you today here for trying to be a humble guy. But my opinion of you is in no way swayed. We can walk away from this right now. You didn't accept the challenge. I laid out the challenge. I guess people can make the decision on whether or not, you were right or wrong. I'm sure many people are going to agree with you that you never said you were a boxer and a physical contest is too much. I honestly can't think of anything else to dumb it down to. I mean, a rap battle with you and Mike Lockhart, maybe. I mean, I'll risk my entire my entire fucking internet, my entire little podcast career here, if you will, on a rap battle with you and Mike Lockhart. I mean, would you even submit to that? I don't know. But I only want to bet on a sure thing. And I feel like a boxing match is a little bit more of a sure thing. So that's where we're at here, man.
All right. As far as a rap battle, I told you yesterday, I've never written a rap song, but I am willing to do it. But I can't do a rap battle on your show because it's going to be biased. It's going to be completely biased.
And it's going to be biased. And that's the thing. It would be biased at Rockin' Pod because the internet, you're going to have a lot of people that want to bash you, and you're going to have a lot of people that want to help you along. I mean, dude, you've got a 10-year head start. Do you think I'm fucking foolish? I don't know that you've got 30 or 100 or 50 people that might be willing to, clap a little louder for you, man. I mean, we're going to come off like we're bullies in this no matter what happens.
Yeah, so that's already happened, actually,
Well, no, that's okay, man. Here's the thing. If you're going to talk some shit, I'm going to finish some shit, and I'm going to do it on the largest public stage possible, and that's exactly what I did. It's called putting a motherfucker on blast. If there's one thing that I hate about this world, it is the pussification of the entire fucking universe, okay? Nobody wants to talk any shit. Nobody wants to have any fucking fun. Nobody wants to fucking push the envelope a little bit anymore. Everybody wants to be friendly and humble and, fuck that, dude. I'm here to entertain people. I do this to entertain people. And there's a certain element of the population that is very entertained by what I'm doing. My numbers are in no way a fucking joke at this point. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, man. You're not willing to accept the challenge. I don't see any other way for us to settle it.
Well, so I'll accept
have to agree to disagree, I guess.
I'll accept the challenge that you will destroy me. That's your own words. So you claimed a time and date. I will be destroyed. My celebrity. Wait, dude. Come on, dude. Come on. You said that you're going to destroy my celebrityism and all this stuff, and I'm done with, and plus your two little boys said the same thing. Oh, Roy's going to ruin you. Roy's going to do this. Roy's going to do that. Well, I'm here. I'm here mainly to get that time and date so I can announce it to everybody.
Well, it would have been. Here's the thing.
Here we go again. Here we go again. You don't let me talk. You don't let me talk.
I thought you were done.
No, I'm not. So I'm going to put up the date. I'm going to put up the time. You said you were going to say it on this show, not your show. You said you were going to tell me in the morning. So I want you to announce the time, the date, that I will be destroyed by you, so I can put it up, and we will see. And if you would like, I can also screen cap my subscribers and see if I lose any subscribers.
Okay, are you done now?
Wait, no, I'm not done.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So since you're the one that put that on the table, I will bet you $1,000 that will go to Make-A-Wish Foundation.
You're killing
for something that you came up with, not me. You came up with the boxing, not me. Well, I am willing to bet $1,000 with something that you came up with. Now I will let you speak.
Okay, so let's get this clarified right here, right now. You're having a bit of a memory issue. I'm not sure if this is earlier signs of dementia or if this is your age catching up with you, but here's the thing. I also think you might have a problem with reading comprehension, because if you go back over the thread, what you will see in that thread is me saying to you that I would tell you the date and time of your own ending, and that would be today, right here, right now, if you accepted my challenge, which you've already rejected it. The date of your endage would have been at Rockin' Pod had you faced Eric. That's how that works. You're having a problem with reading comprehension. You're only presenting one bit of what was said and not all of what was said. So that's what I'm saying to that right there. So that's it. I could have given you a date and time today. Had you accepted the challenge, I would have put my reputation on the line, which I already did at the beginning of this video. I said to you that if you beat Eric, I would leave the internet forever. So that would have been the date that you would have been finished. Your celebrity would be done. Do you understand the semantics of what I said and what I meant now? I think you'll have to agree with me that on Facebook, sometimes words don't translate perfectly, but I do think you have a bit of a comprehension problem, dude. I mean, seriously, be honest with me right now. All joking aside, are you special needs? I mean, is there something I don't? I mean, dude, do you have? Just seriously, I mean, I had a problem with beating up on a senior citizen to begin with. I mean, but I had to go and like make a point and make sure you knew that you couldn't talk shit to me or my fucking crew online. And that's where we're at right now. We're having this conversation. These videos were made because you talk shit online. That's called being a keyboard warrior. I decided to take it next level to a level of absurdity and show you that we could have a real world solution to an argument. People argue on Facebook all the time and nobody ever wins, dude. That's why I said at the beginning of this, I can run you into the ground and be creative and funny doing it. Some people will like it and some people won't. And I can do it until the end of my days. So I guess that's where we're at, dude. I mean, I guess I can poke fun at you. You can go back to your fourth grader mom and fat jokes. And I can go back to just belittling you any way and every way I want. I mean, I definitely know more about you than you know about me. So that's why you don't want to have this battle. You literally don't have any material. You're walking away from the fight. Dude, it's over, man. It's over. You talk shit online. I called you on it. When you had an opportunity to end it and have a real winner and a real loser, you didn't want to take it. You're caught up in little factoid blippos. You're not talking about the big picture, but I'm pretty sure that anyone who watches this video is going to take away two things from it. I came to you. I told you you were a fucking pussy, and you walked away like a pussy.
Yeah, I am what I eat. Listen. You never said to me the challenge on Facebook. You saved it for this. Therefore, you're the one backing out. You're the one. No. I told you right there. Talk. I let you talk.
Mm-hmm. Right? Sure, you did.
If you said, oh, I will accept your challenge if you accept mine. What challenge? Oh, I'll say it on here.
And I did. Okay. And I did, and you did exactly what I said you would do. You walked away and you backed down. You backed down. You backed down. You talked shit to Eric. You talked shit to Eric.
Just like you said, if you want me to fight somebody else instead of you, then why don't I get somebody else?
Fine, let's box. You and me. Let's go. You and me, you want to box? Let's go.
Okay. All right.
I'm 420 pounds, 6'5". I didn't think it would be fair. Do you want to box? Let's box. I'm in. No, that's it. If that's the step, if that's what you need, if you need me to box you, that's it. You versus me, one-on-one, no Eric. How's that sound? I'm bending to every single thing you want. I'm making this so fucking easy for you to say yes, but you won't. And you know why you won't? Because it goes back to the original statement. You're a fucking pussy, a keyboard warrior, and a punk ass bitch. And Roy God Damm just ruined you right here, right fucking now.
Okay, so I'm ruined.
You're done. Doesn't matter whether you fucking, doesn't matter if you're 23 fucking friends from your senior community on Facebook want to tell you you're a fucking winner. The real world can watch this and they're going to say that motherfucker backed down. He made every excuse in the goddamn world and then he fucking backed down. You said you wanted me. I fucking gave you me. You want me? Let's fucking do it.
I said.
That's what I thought. You're not as batshit crazy as you said you were. Are you? Are you? You're not as batshit crazy as you fucking said you fucking were.
Temper.
I am the king of the fucking jungle, bitch.
I'm ruined.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you won't bet that I'm ruined.
Yeah, you're already done. You just finished yourself in 30 minutes or less. You're like Domino's fucking pizza. You ruined your own career in less than 30 minutes, shithead. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels horrible. Now I'm going to go see how many subscribers I lose.
I don't give a fuck.
And then
won't lose any subscribers. It's not about
I know I won't. Of course I won't. Of course I won't.
Fuck you and your fucking subscribers. It still means you're a pussy. You're still a pussy. At the end of the day, you're still a pussy who didn't want to settle this in a real way.
Yeah, you're right. I am a pussy. I ain't gonna box nobody.
Well, then why don't we just go ahead and end it? We've made it. We've ended in a perfect spot. You're a fucking pussy.
That's right. I am what I eat. Ask your mom. Put them.
Oh, mom jokes. There we go. Come on, hit me with a fat joke, Dubby. Hit me with it. I want it. Give me that fat joke.
No, man. I actually feel.
Come on, I know you can do it. Come on, let's do some 2004 fat shaming right here live on the show.
Fat shaming. Fat shaming now.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly.
What do you call the things you say to me about me?
It ain't fat shaming.
No. Well, I'm fat, dude.
Have I said a single word about your fucking weight?
But Erica said.
But you did. You know why? Because it was the easy way out. Because you're a punk bitch. You look at me and you go, this guy's a big guy, right? So I'll call him fat because I don't have any fucking material.
And this guy's an old guy, so I'll call him old because this guy is old, so I'll call him old because I ain't got no material.
Fucking material.
You don't
None.
Zero.
Filth.
Jokes. It's old jokes. So you're not going to accept the bet that I said before your bet. I guess we're tied.
Look, man, I'll bet you $1,000 that you're wrong right now and you're a pussy and you just admitted it. Oh, I won that bet. What is your fucking deal with bets and Skype? I mean, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? You want to Skype? You wanted to Skype with Mike Lockhart. Now you want to Skype with me. I mean, what the fuck? And then you can't back up your shit. You've been backed into a corner.
I backed up everything. I told you why I won't box. I backed it up. I backed it up with honesty, something that you're not really upfront with, because you're not honest, dude. You think you're flawless. You think that you're some kind of god, that you can't even admit your faults. But you know what? You have your faults, dude. You have your faults.
That's why they call me Roy God Damm. So fucking
if you call yourself that.
If you wanted to settle it, you had your opportunity, but you didn't.
And you had your opportunity, and you didn't.
No, you never had any opportunity. You had a bunch of had a whole bunch of typing, a whole bunch of nonsense and bullshit bets. And any person with any rational train of thought would read every single word you said, and they will say the same thing. This guy talks in circles, but when he's confronted with a real world solution, he fucking says no.
That's right. I said no because I can admit why I would not do it. You can't admit why you won't. You won't admit why you won't bet me that you will.
You wanted, then you said you would because it was Eric. Then you said you wanted me. Then I said I would give you me, and then that wasn't enough.
I thought we weren't going to talk about over each other there, Roy.
Yeah, well, that's all over with now. I think we've said
that's right. That's right. It's all over with. Now it's okay. It's okay to talk over each other, right? Enough of your initial rules. That were my rules too, but all I know at the end of the day, I
think I'm talking better than you, and I think that intimidates you, and that's the real issue here.
Okay, we'll just let the viewers realize you backed out and I backed out. We both backed out.
I never backed out.
Then take the challenge. You're going to destroy me. When's the time and date? Today?
No, I just told you, dummy. I explained the whole thing, and I'm not going over it again. Rewind it.
I'll explain it.
Rewind it and watch the video. You have a serious comprehension problem.
I'll explain it for you.
You can't understand.
You don't want me to talk, do you?
Spoken or typed, you can't understand.
You don't want me to talk. You just don't want me to talk.
I've let you talk so much, and you said nothing. That's the thing.
Well, no, I said nothing because you won't let me. I said nothing because you won't let me.
Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm letting you right now. Let the record show I stopped. You got 5 minutes. Talk.
Well, if you admit this right now, if you talk over me, you're my bitch. Mm-hmm. Admit it right now. You're going to stay quiet? And I don't want 5 minutes. Much less than that. Might even be just a minute. All right, here we go. I saw your challenge. What you said you were going to destroy me. I never threw a challenge at you. You ended up throwing a challenge at me that I said, no, I don't agree with. But my challenge to you is something that you came up with, that I was going to be destroyed, that you were going to give me a time and date of me being destroyed. And I said, bet me. You don't want to because you figured, okay, I'll throw out this bet about boxing so then I won't have to bet him about something that I said because I can't stand by my words. See, when I say something, I will bet you when I am confident of what I say. You say you're going to destroy me, but you're not confident enough to fucking bet me over it because you know you'll lose. You know you'll lose. That's the bottom line. As far as boxing, I'm not sure I'll lose or not, but I ain't going to go to fucking the Rockin' Pod to box. You fucking nuts? That's not my thing. I want to do what you challenged, not the other way around. You want me to take a bet of something that you came up with. I am taking a bet. I am offering a bet to you of something that you brought up. There's a big, huge difference here. So if you can't put the money behind your mouth about you ruining me, you just admitted to everybody you can't ruin me. You just can't. I'm done.
All right. And you literally said absolutely nothing. I'm just going to tell everyone to just rewind back, watch what I said. I clarified everything. Literally, you just talked in a big rambling circle. We've already established the fact that everything that you said online was a constant push for me to bet you on this and bet you on that. You must have tried to get me to make $1,000 bet with you for Make-A-Wish on about 20 different things last night. And all I did was just keep evading the issue because that's fucking ridiculous. I wanted to wait until we got you here today and I could make a legitimate challenge and not a bullshit keyboard warrior challenge. So you've buried yourself, man. You're a keyboard warrior, and there's literally nobody that bothers to watch all 38 minutes of this shit. There's nobody with half a brain that will walk away from this and not say he backed down. You backed down. You've even admitted it to yourself.
Yep, you backed down. I did, but you can't admit.
So then we're done, man. That's it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about all your keyboard warrior shit. I deal in real world solutions to real disputes.
To destroy you, Roy. I never claimed to be the one to destroy you. That's keyboard warrior shit. I never said
no. That's called no. That dude, I know that smart words scare dumb people, and then I'm sure that when I speak to you, it sounds faggy and pompous, and you kind of don't understand most of what I say. But seriously, dude, you've got a comprehension problem, and we're not going to be able to get to the bottom of this. You backed down. I offered you a real-world solution. You didn't want to take it. It's over.
Can I challenge you on my comprehension? Can I say what you challenged? Can I say everything that you said? No, you don't want me to. You don't want me to. You don't want me to. Because you want to throw words at me. But when
I'm asking you a question here. I'm asking you a question.
For me to disqualify your thought, you never want me to talk. You never want me to bring up everything that you throw at me when I can show and prove that you're wrong.
You can show everybody everything. No one's going to read all of that shit. You and I had 227 comments back and forth. Nobody in the real world of today's real world is going to sit down and invest 20 minutes into figuring that out, reading through that shit. You know what they're going to see? They're going to see that guy was talking shit online. Roy came to him and said, let's find a real world solution to solve it. And you said no. And then you wanted to keep throwing up your keyboard warrior tactics as a defense. Yes, I said I would destroy you. I also said that I would tell you today on this show exactly what the stipulations would be for a date and time. We've already been over that, man. We've been over it. And you throwing up a whole bunch of nonsense online that nobody's going to bother to read through makes no sense. You're using selective bits and pieces of what was said, and I have laid out 150% today, right here on this show, the story from beginning to end, and anyone with any level of intelligence, they're going to fucking watch this and see that I'm telling the whole story. You literally agreed with every single thing I said from beginning to end. The only thing you keep doing is trying to save face by constantly throwing up all of your Facebook chatter. And that goes back to my original statement. You're a fucking keyboard warrior, and as far as I'm concerned, this conversation is over. That's it.
So wait, let me just say one thing. Fuck the bet. Forget the bet. Let's stay with that destroying thing. Can you still give me that time and date? No bet. I know you don't like dying kids, so just give me a time and frame.
No, again, there you go again. You're trying to put words in my mouth. Now you're trying to twist things around. No. You literally just said that I don't like dying kids. At any point, at the beginning of this, I told your dumb ass that I would give $1,000 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation in your fucking name if you accepted the challenge and you fucking goddamn well won. I would have fucking damn well paid. Now you're trying to twist it and make up shit that never even was said, that never even happened. Where is your bottom? Where is your lowest low? When do you finally realize that you are cornered, you are beaten by your own fucking words?
So what's the time frame?
There you go. We're done, man. Go fuck yourself.
What's the time?
Dr. Fuckface.
Oh, you're gonna leave.
Fuckface.
You're gonna leave.
The date and time is 10:43 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, March 3rd, 2019. Mark the date and time. This was the date that I ended Dr. Fuckface. Everybody now knows. Anyone who bothers to watch this knows that you're a punk bitch.
Hey, Roy, does Michael Tank Choose ring a bell? Michael Tank Chu. Does he ring a bell? That name?
Michael Chu. No, I did not.
Okay, may I read something that you and him had back and forth? You two are supposed to meet up for a fight. And he says, I'm.
Oh my God! Hold on! No! You're just gonna hold on. You're right. I do know. Hold on. Before you finish. Wait. You have no. I do know Michael Chu. Let me finish. It just hit me. You're talking about someone that I trolled for 2.5 fucking years, and it wasn't even Michael Chu. It was actually his wife. Her name was Baby Girl. And she was a legend. We're actually good friends now. So you're talking out of your fucking ass, okay? But I'm going to tell you right now that for 2 years, I ran them and all of their fucking friends. Dude, this bitch had 2,000 friends chasing after me. And literally every one of them are scared to say a word.
Okay. I didn't even accuse you of anything. I just asked you a question. And you went irate on me. I wanted to make sure.
The whole thing with Michael Chu was a big, funny, trolly joke that you don't know anything about. It literally has a 2-year history. So don't try to confuse things now with some online trolling between me and my friends from 2 fucking years ago.
I was just asking a question, and you went irate on me. Hey, if you would explain that, I would have said, okay, I read it wrong, because what I'm looking at right here, the guy's looking for you. Y'all, you even said I'm here, and then you ended up saying I wouldn't even go there. But okay, you explained it. It had nothing to do with it. And also, I also want to say it was a joke. I do not think that Roy God Damm hates dying kids. I said it as a joke.
Okay, good. Okay? Well, it wasn't very funny, because it sounds like you're trying to skew things and rearrange words.
No, I was being jokish, and I was even going to say that, but geez, you can't let me talk. And I was like, look, I'm kidding.
No, I've let you talk. I'm positive if anybody watches this and does a minute count, they're going to see you've had plenty of time to talk.
Yeah. All right. We're done. Okay. So, but again, I'll ask you one last time. Time and date. No bet. Time and date.
We've been over this.
No, we're not going to do it again. You're not going to destroy me?
I literally just told you that this video ends you, dude. You're done.
Okay.
Anyone who, dude, only with anyone who watches it. I mean, we're going to get into the semantics of it. Like, you're taking everything super literal. At the same time, you're not willing to accept real life consequences and challenge for your words. That's it.
All right. That's fine. Fair enough, Roy. All right. We're done. You can go now.
See you later, fuckface.
Bye, fat boy.
So there it is, me and Dr. Fuckface. Dude, I don't think we were actually able to settle our differences. He backed down from the challenge when real world consequences are at stake. He just doesn't want any part of it. But online, he will pound his chest, call you Erica, call me fat, talk shit about your mom. Like
he called me Erica 505 times. I counted it.
He tried to bet me at least
505.
Yeah, at least 20 times he tried to get me to make bets with him for sick, dying children. Then you saw in the interview, he actually tried to say that I don't like sick, dying kids. And then he backed up off of that. I mean, if you watch... Dude, if you watch the fucking interview, you'll see this asshole did not make any sense. He talked in circles. He constantly cried that he wasn't being given enough time. And I actually did a minute count. I mean, dude, he was given 5, 6, 7 minutes at a shot for his banter. And each time it got less and less understandable. He kept trying to bring up people that we were friends with 2 or 3 years ago that we used to troll with. And things that we did online, he was trying to spring
that was the icing on the cake, though.
Oh, it was hilarious, dude. I mean, that means that he literally spent hours researching on Facebook, looking for any shred of anything he could find to bring up. But again, like I said, don't try to bring up things that don't pertain to you and me. That has nothing to do with us, and nothing will ever change the fact that everyone that watches this show and invests a full hour of their life into it is going to walk away knowing 2 things. Ralph, a.k.a. Dr. Fuckface, is a fucking pussy who can't back up all of his small talk. Dude, at one point, he sent a goddamn kid. I'm not shitting. I don't think this kid was fully 18 from another channel, which I don't even want to give them a plug here right now because that would be helping them out. But this shitty, like, black metal Norwegian channel that Dr. Fuckface is friends with, and it's ran by some, like, little kid, like 16, 17-year-old kid. And he sends that kid to defend him. I mean, that was really the lowest low for me with Dr. Fuckface, was when he sent a child as a human shield to put between me and him. I mean, dude, you saw on that interview, he keeps saying, why do you want me to box with Erica? Why don't you want to face me? And then when I went ahead and said, fuck it, I'll face you. I'm 420 pounds, 6'5". I didn't think it would be fair. I would beat the living shit out of the guy. I didn't think it would be fair. I thought he would feel like safer, you know, getting involved in a confrontation with you. But even when I bent to his will and said that I would go ahead and dirty my hands and box him, he backed down again, dude. There was no levels that he did not reach with his backing down on this video. But that's it, man. I'm Roy God Damm. He's Erica Lawton. And I want us to give a big shout out to our Patreon supporters.
Erica.
We will have more bootleg talk next week. Come and see us. We're Master Tape Theater. We'll see you next week.
Keyboard warrior on social media talking shit. When confronted with the truth, you turn into a fucking bitch. Caught out on your stick, can't stick to the script. Straight up no conviction, cocksucking hypocrite. This is real shit, it ain't a fucking podcast. Flying down to Florida and I'ma kick that ass. Hopping on a plane, gonna head down south. Slap the taste of Gene Simmons, dick out your mouth. Thinking cause you old that you got yourself immunity. I'll roll right up in your old ass retirement community. What the fuck is your old ass gonna do to me? Knock you the fuck out with vengeful impunity. I'll throw a hurtin' on you. Yeah, I'll give you a beating. Fucked you up so bad, drive you back to drinking. Then track your ass down at your next AA meeting. Cause just like your hairline, your sobriety's fleeting. I listened to your band and that shit was hysterical. Thought it was a joke, straight up satirical. As ear noise goes, probably the pinnacle. If you got pussy from it, that was a God-given miracle.